Wherever I go, people used to ask me what is my qualification. And I used to tell 0 plus 0 plus 0 equals 0 plus 0 plus 0. And they couldn't understand. When I started the Rackham School for the Blind, the kids used to ask me, what did you study? I said, this is my first school. And I'm trying to meet with you, maybe to see a new school. People used to ask me, where are you from? Even now, many people used to ask me, where are you from? And they thought I never told them. I kept on telling, do you know from where you came from? If you know that, exactly from that place. My life continued to this day on that one question. Zen, everyday life is the path. Joshu asked Nansen, what is the path? Nansen said, everyday life is the path. Joshu asked, can it be studied? Nansen said, if you try to study, you will be far away from it. Nansen said, Joshu asked, if I do not study, how can I know it is the path? Nansen said, the path does not belong to the perception world. Neither does it belong to the non-perception world. Cognition is a delusion and non-cognition is senseless. If you want to reach the true path beyond doubt, place yourself in the same freedom as the sky. You name it neither good nor not good. At this verse, Joshu was enlightened. Joshu asked Nansen, what is the path? What was your name? Or what is your name? You can say names given to you, which includes what you have not understood or melted or studied. A name which can have a pint of religion, caste, family background, etc. And you keep carrying on it. What is the path? Joshu asked Nansen. It is almost like asking, what was your name before when you were born? What was the name before when your parents were born? Suppose your parents were not born. Suppose your father has not married your mother. Such deep questions. Joshu asked Nansen, what is the path? Nansen said, everyday life is the path. This everyday life, if you're conscious that you could breathe when you got up, what else is the path? Yes. Carry the whole physical body and the mental, which has got a power of 1,000-man warrior. Yes. Everything bubbles, only you have to go. If it is shut, you have to go open it with the key. Most of the time it is not shut. Everyday life is the path. Yes, living moment to moment. Yes. If you can live moment to moment in the consciously, why not you smile, and your smile becomes so deep, so powerful. Yes. It melts with the opposite partner. You and your partner becomes one. You and the question becomes one. There is no fear. Joshu asked, can it be studied? Everyday life is a path. Can it be studied? Nansen said, if you try to study, you will be far away from it. Yes, if you try to study. If you try to question, then you'll be far away from trying to help with the people. Yes, I rushed up night 2 o'clock. I was threatened to leave Tokyo City by the early morning flight, 6 o'clock, by the Yakuza gang. I agreed to leave at 6 o'clock and they said they'll come with the vehicle and take me out. The moment they left, I jumped out from the window. I had a cycle parked outside. I took my only suitcase, which has got my passport and something. I rushed up to my nearest friend, cycling night 2 o'clock. From there, I tried to reach one church in Tokyo City. By the time I reached it, it's 4 o'clock. I have never seen the church before, but I heard the church father was deeply involved in helping the foreigners' problems in Japan. So I just walked in, there was no gates locked, can you believe? I just walked in, I had no security guards, I just found one door with the name. I knocked, 4 o'clock, the church father came out and he asked me in English, "What is it?" I said, "Some people are trying to kill me." He didn't say anything. He just took me to a room and gave me the room and said, "You sleep, tomorrow morning I will talk to you." Yes. If you try to study, you will be far away from it. If the father tried to study, whether I will do something, who am I, where I am from, he didn't even look into my passport. He just opened the door and said, "You sleep." It is shocking. Joshu asked, "If I do not study, how can I know it is the path? How can I give him an admission?" Yes. Many people came here and asked me for admission, and the education department said, "Your admission can be opened only in the month of April or May. I am not supposed to give admission between." One lady came with the two children and said her house, there was caste problems going on in all over India. And her husband was killed in front of her house, was burned down. She said the story and she came to me in Bangalore city in my school. I was a little hesitant, so I called Abhay Ashrama in Wilson Gardens. I know one person called, I do not want to name it. And they said, no, don't give without you knowing, you will be in trouble. Yes. And I told the lady, sorry. And it was already evening, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. I couldn't give her. I said, no, without knowing you, how will I give? She went back. Afterwards, I heard she and her kids both were killed. From that day, I decided I will not ask what is their family background. I will keep the admissions open 365 days, except now we are little asking, otherwise it is just free. Joshu asked, "If I do not study, how can I know it is the path?" Nansen says, "Path does not belong to the perception world." Yes, perception world, from your sense organs, which you see how the society functions according. You create a story, you create a film. Neither does it belong to the non-perception world. Cognition is a delusion from your mental studies, is a falsehood, they say. Cognition is a delusion and non-cognition is senseless. Neither this or that. Just try to be. When it is the hot, beat the hot. When it is the cold, beat the cold, goes the Zen saying. If you want to reach the true path beyond doubt, place yourself in the same freedom as the sky. You name it neither good nor not good. At this verse, Joshu was enlightened. That helps you to melt with your family without trying to cut through whether what the wife said is good or bad. Whatever coming out from the mouth of your known people is gospel of truth. Do not try to dissect it. Then you can knot it and becomes the joint family. That joint family is the family tree. Please do not destroy it. As long as you have that, happiness is thy name.